But I want to talk about LLM-based agents now, and what needs to happen for an LLM to fit into this kind of paradigm of being an agent that actually does stuff on our behalf, right? So I'm gonna make a new box here. So this is gonna be the LLM. So the LLM on its own is not an agent, right? Because it simply produces text, right? So that's the only thing it does. It cannot sense the world. It cannot act on the world, right? Where it's basically, that's the environment, right? And I'm gonna be very strict to the agent because the world is gonna be the environment, right? Like other computer systems, the internet, and so on. So for this to be an agent, I need the supporting infrastructure, basically tools, a tools calling layer. I guess I'm gonna call it tool runtime. So this is something that is absolutely needed. And with this, of course, comes a communication channel between these two. The tool runtime needs to communicate to the LLM what tools are available, and the LLM needs to be able to communicate the intent to the tool runtime to enable the tool's response to go back to the LLM. I'm gonna put some tools here. So the tool runtime is the main component here, and I guess there is a layer in between these two, right? Because the LLM doesn't speak directly to the tool runtime. Actually, it will speak to the LLM runtime or translation layer, like LLM translation layer, right? So this is something that runs mostly on model like inference provider computer, right? So this thing over here is the one that speaks the individual language of the LLM in terms of their tokens, and everything needs to be set into that specific format, and the tool runtime will be activated when the LLM requests a tool call. Now, why this is important is because this tool, for example, could be the actual sensor. So through intention, through text, actually, through a stream of tokens that will be translated into an intent to their tool runtime, the LLM may decide, I need to sense the environment now and call, for example, a search in rack or something. So not only I need to get the definition, the tool runtime needs to execute that, pass it back through the LLM translation layer to the LLM, and it will do a completion or an instruction, or depending on exactly what type of LLM it is, it will do one thing or the other, and then it will reply back with an intelligence, we hope, response, right? And that response, maybe I need to call another tool as an actuator, right? That will be, act. And this will be like sense. And only then we have an agent, right? We don't have agents really until we have tools. And that's, I guess, the main thing here, right? So sense is a special kind of action, if you wish, that together with action tools will enable this, because the tools on the other side are actually connected to our friend, the environment. So this tool is, for example, using Google or something, and it speaks to the environment. This one as well, and this one as well. So that's the idea, and that's why you get the brain into the thing, right? And if you think about it, yes, like this here is going to be a tool, the actions. So these two blocks here are going to be, I'll color them differently for now. These two are going to be the LLM, the sensors. The current state of the world will come from the environment through a tool call, and the objective function will be something that is usually a prompt, right? The learning will be the meta learning that the LLMs are capable of through zero shot, for example, few shot learning, instructions, and so on. And the autonomy will be the ability to act and just run it in a loop, for example. Persistence, if we design the agent to have memory. Social interaction, if we decide that one of the actuators could be to talk to a different agent, for example. And reactivity, if we require the agent to make an action, to take action after every iteration of this loop. But the LLM will be responsible of doing the thinking, the AI bit, and deciding which action to take. The only difference here is that we separate these conceptually, the sensor and the actuators, but from the LLM point of view, the action to take could be, I need to know about the environment. So it decides to perceive, right? And we can also force that. It's not limited to being an LLM decision. We can force these as ambient agents, for example, to just trigger the agent with more context or whatever. Right? So the sensor data here looks like context to the LLM. So very simple video, very simple explanation. If you don't agree with me and you think I get everything wrong, let me know in the comments. Until the next time, happy building.